this slide, we are going to see another policy response which is known as geoengineering. This is one of the solutions to climate change problem, and it refers to actively manipulating the climate system in order to prevent the climate from changing despite continuing greenhouse gas emissions. So basically it can be divided into two categories. The first category is known as solar radiation management. In this, the engineers attempt a reduction in the amount of solar energy absorbed by the earth. Now how it is achieved is, they inject sulfur into the stratosphere. Now once the sulfur is into the stratosphere, this gas reacts with the water vapor and it forms droplets that reflect sunlight back to space. Hence this leads to increase in the reflection of incoming solar energy back to space and cooling the planet. So this is how volcanoes cool the planet, and if it is carried out on a sufficiently large scale, then it can lead to cooling of the planet. But there are some very important disadvantages to this. So it can have side effects also on the precipitation, especially it can cause droughts as well as floods, because we are in this phenomena, we are playing with the nature, so it can have adverse impact on the precipitation. Then the second important side effect of this is the governance issue surrounding this. Why there is a governance nightmare in implementing this is that it will lead to a lot of misunderstanding around the causes and the impact, and it will lead to political instability and will lead to conflict. Then the second category is the carbon dioxide removal. So this can be achieved by planting trees, as trees pull carbon dioxide out of air and sequester it inward. So trees can be used as a carbon storage device, and forest when forests get burned down, they release carbon back into the atmosphere. So by using this, we can typically limit the warming or typically limit the greenhouse gas reduction to a few centuries. Then the other option is the removal of carbon dioxide from the air chemically. Now this is like CCUS. In CCUS, which we have studied in the previous slides. So in CCUS, we remove carbon dioxide from the exhaust gas of a power plant. In direct air capture, we remove carbon from the atmosphere, from the free atmosphere. So there is a related approach to this process, which is called BECCS, which stands for bioenergy with carbon capture and sequestration. So in this process, plants are grown, which removes carbon from the atmosphere. Then plants are burned to produce power, and the carbon dioxide produced is captured and sequestrated. So these are the certain processes, artificial processes, through which carbon dioxide can be removed, and overall this entire these processes are known as geoengineering.